Hello! Welcome to my basement! This is going to be the first video in a series of videos that will be chronicling the redoing of the basement and making it into a space that is livable and really nice and cool. I've said before that this space has so much potential because of all the really interesting features that it has. It feels, to me, unfair to even call it a basement because this is a split level, so this is the bottom level of the house, but the way the house is situated, it's this level, then there's the middle level, and then there's the upper level. So it's like this. So everything feels kind of connected through the little bit of stairs. It doesn't feel like this is just underneath the house. It feels like it's part of the living space. And also the way this house was built, this level is not really underground. Maybe half of it is half underground. So the windows down here are all normal sized windows. There's a door that exits out onto like flat ground. The greenhouse is attached to the side of this basement as well. So there's so much natural light, and also the wood stove is down here, which is a space for congregating. At least that's how I interpret wood stoves. That's kind of a place where you want to hang out. This space really feels like a main organ of the house. It doesn't feel like just an underground afterthought. But in like all the official documents and going through the process of purchasing this house, everyone called this level the basement. So I tried to say basement, but it just doesn't feel right because this doesn't feel like a basement. I mean, this area does. This area is bad, but the rest of it is going to be very livable space when we're done with it. This is some inspiration that we've been looking at as a sort of end goal of what we want it to feel like down here. I need to spend time to sort of hone in on what I'm going to really go after in these images, but this is what we're moving towards in this renovation process. The way this level started was all carpeted, and underneath the carpet was asbestos flooring. So Gavin and I, with a lot of protective equipment, removed all of the carpet and then all of the asbestos tile. There's no recording of the actual process because it was too awful. And I didn't want to contaminate the camera. We got a lot of like protocol advice from our friends who are in construction, and they helped us figure out the best way to do it. So we were very safe. And now underneath is this concrete that when you walk on it, as you walk, you're creating concrete dust. Like the concrete is in such bad condition. Like you stomp your foot and a cloud of dust goes up. So this space is therefore unlivable currently. So obviously we have to do the floors, and if you saw my house tour video, then you know that we are going to be putting in cork flooring, which is very exciting. But before we can get to that, we have to work on the walls and the ceiling, because you kind of want to work from the top down. Half of the walls down here were covered in wallpaper, and it was a wallpaper that I really didn't like. Every other wallpaper in this house I have adored. I think that it's so beautiful and really classic, but the wallpaper down here, it was not my taste. Maybe some of you will be sad that I removed it, I'm sorry. But it left a bad taste in my mouth, so we had to remove it. But it was so difficult, and we started questioning whether or not we really could get all of it up.
Oh, that's very cool.
The clock could fit in there.
This is like the hangout room.
Exactly. The game room. I'm like losing track of my lines. Do my best.
You're how people used to love these type of wallpapers.
I know.
What in the world?
And the other wallpaper in the house, I really do like. The beauty of having it be my own house.
Right.
I can like stab things.
You don't have to worry about
and nobody will be mad at me except Gavin.
This looks like Latin.
Okay, so Latin and French here.
But this right here is French. Yeah, par le géographe ordinaire.
Oh yeah, I see the map underneath over here.
Again?
Yeah. Mallory had to go pick up her daughter. The longer I'm doing this, the more it feels like something that I have to do because I am being like forced to do it because it builds character. My dad was like, yeah, you should remove the wallpaper. And then like, he just came by and was like, yeah, we're gonna have to like skim the whole thing with like mud, you know? And I was like, then why did I remove the wallpaper anyway? But I guess it's better this way. Also, I'm like strangely attached to this second layer of wallpaper that was underneath the other one. My dad keeps saying, it's nothing special. Like, you don't need to save it. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, but it's so cool. And it felt like a hidden treasure that was discovered in my house. Removing the wallpaper left a good amount of damage on the walls because of the methods that I utilized. So we had to patch up and skim the walls with some joint compound to smooth out the surfaces. And even the walls that we hadn't removed wallpaper from needed a lot of patching and spackle because of age and all the years of weird things happening to them. Hello! We are downstairs in the split level. My face is finally not numb anymore because this morning I got some cavities filled. Now I feel like I can actually talk normally. I probably should not be drinking soda right after getting my fillings, but I don't even drink soda that much, but I saw this in the fridge and it looked so refreshing. So don't follow my example. It's a bad example. I didn't notice this before, but there's no drywall right here in between this window and the bathroom door. There's just like wood. Looks almost like a stained 2x4. It's just really odd. I'll ask my dad.
How come you're scraping with that sweater on?
Oh, because nothing's gonna happen to this sweater. I'm just scraping.
Alright.
I'm not sanding. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Rolling. Always doing crazy things.
I couldn't even move it.
But now we need to do the top first.
I can keep going.
Rolling. Doesn't want me drilling.
Where is it?
Over here.
Oh. Today I have to skim 3 walls. I hate skimming. I don't want to. I was going to sand all the spackle spots that I did yesterday, but I thought it makes more sense to sand all at once, and since I need to skim, I should skim And then once that's dry, I should sand everything. So I'm going to do that now. Yeah, I've been staring at these rooms for a while, just trying to brainstorm. So this is a concrete wall, and I had talked to my dad about installing a window, and he was like, you're gonna have to do a beam because this is obviously holding the house up a little bit. So we can't just cut into this wall, but I was thinking, what if it was a small circular window? So I still don't know if it's possible to install it without like doing a bunch of work. But my thought was like, I'll just cut a circle out of the concrete and install a little circle window. Just because we get so much beautiful afternoon light from this side. This is the side that the greenhouse is on, so it would be really nice to get some extra light. But it's not a high priority, so it would have to be like a very quick, inexpensive project for us to do it at this time. But I'm storing it away to think about for the future. This was the wallpaper that was underneath the striped wallpaper that we took away. And since we got a whole strip of it pretty good, I'm going to tape the bottom of it to protect it from my skimming, and I'm gonna actually leave this as part of the wall. That might disturb my dad a little bit, but he'll be okay. I think this wall will probably be the least looked at in the configuration of this space, so I'm going to start with this one. So if it's going badly, it's not in the most visible spot. I wrote skim on all the walls that I need to skim, and Gavin was down here earlier and he was like, was your dad here? Because he's used to my dad like marking up the walls. The markings that my dad did on the walls upstairs have traumatized Gavin. Everything's kind of a mess right now. I can't find the tray that's like a wide tray for mudding, and I also can't find the really wide trowel, so I just have this like medium small one. And I did find this, which is definitely meant for tiling, but I'm gonna see if it'll work. It might leave more texture than I want, so we're gonna see between these two. I don't know where the correct stuff is. I can't find it, so this is what we're doing.
Where would you like me to keep it? This is great, Rosal.
Because I'm not excellent at skimming and mudding, the walls needed a very good amount of sanding. And so currently I'm still in the process of sanding them down to be good enough to paint. And I thought that I'd be able to paint and have that all done for this week's video, but that is not the case, and I apologize. So this is what you get to see. I mean, it's a big part of the process. I think this is something we kind of skip over sometimes, this like prep work. It's more fun to just get the paint up on the walls and then see the colors coming together, but this is the unfortunate reality that we have to do a lot of this boring, really tedious stuff first. So this is just kind of laying out the plan, showing you what's going on, and next week we'll be able to have the paint up on the walls and we'll be able to start actually getting into the design of the space. So thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The life of Rosalind is the life for